Before there were 9 worlds, there was the tree that would hold them. It is not a thing you can truly imagine. Try, and your mind will fail, because it is not a tree the way the ash on the hill is a tree. It is the frame upon which all of existence is hung. Its roots drink from the deepest wells beneath the dead. Its trunk rises through the world of men, and its crown spreads so high that the shining halls of the gods rest, like birds' nests, in its topmost boughs. 9 worlds cradled in its branches, all of creation growing on a single living thing. The Norse called it Yggdrasil, the World Ash, and to walk from its roots to its crown is to walk the whole map of everything the Vikings believed. To understand the Norse cosmos, you must first stop thinking of worlds as places far apart, scattered across some empty void. Think instead of a tree, one great ash, evergreen, its bark silver and its leaves a pale eternal gold. It does not grow in any land, for there is no outside to the world tree. It is the land and the sea and the sky and everything between. The 9 realms do not sit beside one another like islands. They hang at different heights upon the same vast trunk, upon the same reaching roots, upon the same shining boughs. And so everything is connected. The frost of the lowest root and the fire of the farthest branch, the gods in their high halls and the dead in their cold ones. All of them share a single tree. Pull upon one root, and the whole crown trembles. Wound one branch, and the whole tree bleeds. Nothing in the Norse world stands alone. Everything is bound to everything else. That is the first secret of Yggdrasil. The tree stands upon 3 great roots, and beneath each root lies a well, and beneath each well, a world. The first root reaches down into a realm of mist and ancient cold, to the oldest spring of all, the roaring well from which every river in creation first began to flow. And there, coiled in the dark among the waters, something waits. We will come to it soon. The second root reaches into the land of wise and elder beings, down to the well of Mimir, the well of wisdom itself. Whoever drinks from it sees further than any god. But the water has a price, and it is never paid in gold. And the third root reaches up into the realm of the gods, to the holiest place in all the Norse cosmos, the well of Erd, the well of fate, and beside it sit 3 women who hold in their hands the destiny of every living thing, gods and mortals alike. 3 roots, 3 wells, cold and wisdom and fate. On these 3 the whole tree stands. And upon the tree hang the 9 worlds. Let us name them, from the high branches down to the deep roots. Highest of all is Asgard, the golden realm of the Aesir, the warrior gods, Odin and Thor, and all their kin, crowned by the great hall of the slain. Near it lies Vanaheim, home of the older gods of the earth and the harvest. And Alfheim, the luminous world of the light elves, beings of pure and shining beauty. In the middle, at the heart of the tree, hangs Midgard, the world of men, the walled garden we watch the gods build and fill. And ringed around it, in the cold and the dark beyond its wall, lies Jotunheim, the land of the giants, the ancient enemies of the gods. Lower still are the realms of the makers and the shadowed ones. Nidhogg in the dark elf deeps, where the master smiths forge the treasures of the gods beneath the mountains. And at the very bottom, at the ends of the roots, lie the 2 eldest worlds of all. Muspelheim, the roaring land of fire, where the fire giants wait with their burning swords. And Niflheim, the world of ice and mist and freezing dark. And within it, Helheim, the silent realm of the dead, ruled by a cold and shrouded queen. 9 worlds, fire and ice, gods and giants, the living and the dead, all of them hanging in the branches of a single ash. But here is the thing the storytellers never let you forget. Yggdrasil is not a monument. It is not stone or metal or some dead and finished thing. It is alive. And like all living things, it is a world unto itself, crawling with creatures from its highest leaf to its deepest root. At the very top perches a great eagle, so vast that a hawk sits between its eyes, and the beating of its wings stirs the winds of all the worlds. And at the very bottom, gnawing forever at the deepest root, coils a monstrous serpent, Nidhogg, the dread-biter, the corpse-eater, who chews at the foundation of the tree without rest and without end. And between them, up and down the endless trunk, all day and all night, races a single red squirrel, Ratatoskr, and his only task in all the cosmos is to carry insults. He runs to the eagle and repeats the serpent's threats. He runs to the serpent and repeats the eagle's scorn, forever stoking a quarrel between the top of the world and the bottom of it. 4 great stags wander the branches, eating the young buds. Goats and deer graze upon the crown, and everywhere, always, teeth are set into the world tree. It is chewed at from above and gnawed at from below. The whole of creation, slowly, endlessly, being eaten alive. And this is why the 3 women matter. Beside the highest root, at the well of Urd, sit the 3 Norns, the weavers of fate. Their names are Urd, what once was, Verdandi, what is now coming to be, and Skuld, what shall be. The past, the present, and the future, given faces and hands and a task. They carve the destinies of gods and men into the wood. They spin the threads of every life that will ever be lived and cut them, each in its appointed time. Not even the gods can escape what the Norns have written. Odin himself knows the day and the hour of his own death, because the Norns have already spoken it. But the Norns do one thing more. Each and every day they draw pure white water and sacred clay from the well of fate, and they tend the wounds of the world tree. They pack the gnawed and bitten places. They wash the trunk. They keep the great ash living. One more day against the serpent, against the stags, against the slow decay of all things. For without their care, even Yggdrasil would rot. Even the tree that holds the universe would fall. And so we come to the deepest truth of the world tree, the one the old poems whisper rather than shout. Yggdrasil suffers. There is an Old Norse verse that says it plainly. The ash Yggdrasil suffers agony more than men can know. Bitten above by the deer, rotting at the side, gnawed below by the serpent. The mightiest thing in all creation is also the most tormented. It holds up 9 worlds upon its shoulders, and it aches beneath the weight of them, every single moment, without ever once setting them down. And yet, it stands. That is the whole of it. That is the Norse cosmos in a single image. Not a perfect and untroubled heaven, but a living, aching, enduring tree, wounded and eaten, and afraid of the ending it knows is coming, and standing anyway, holding everything, enduring everything, for as long as it possibly can. Because the Norsemen knew a secret about their gods, and their worlds, and even their great world tree. They knew that all of it, every branch, every root, every shining hall, was mortal, that it had begun, and that one day it would end. But if the tree can fall, then even the gods can die. And there was one God who could not bear that thought, one God who would do anything, give anything, to know what was coming and how it might be turned aside. He came to the second root of Yggdrasil, to the well of wisdom, where the severed head of the wisest being in all the worlds still whispered its secrets to the water. And the guardian of that well named his price, not gold, not blood, something far dearer. One eye, said the guardian, one eye for one drink. And the father of the gods reached up toward his own face. Next time, on GODLOOM, the price of wisdom, the eye in the well, and the terrible bargain that made Odin the wisest and the most haunted of all the gods.